What's up, everybody? It is December 30th, which is very fun, and I keep seeing all over the internet all of these like posts, Instagram posts of like favorite moments of the year, which is a great time to do that because tomorrow is New Year's Eve and it's the end of the year and it's like a time for recapping and reflecting. And so I figured, since I finished the script early, we're gonna do a little recap because this year's been pretty good. So for this video, we're gonna go through some of my favorite projects that I got to be a part of this year. Some are freelance, some are personal, some I directed, some I edited, just a myriad of things, because I think that's important, especially as a freelancer and a creative, to look back at like the coolest shit you did over the year and see how, like, you know, some of the first projects of the year are still my favorite things now, a year later. And at the same time, sometimes projects didn't work out, and that's okay. A lot of the time, the projects that I was the most annoyed about at the time, now looking back, my favorite projects. So let's jump into my top 12 or so projects of the year. I'm on my journal grind, so it's all in here. Or usually I would plan out a video in either Apple Notes or Notion, but today we're over here. So kicking this off is going to be Scared.
If you care, you'll do it.
Actually, probably the very first video I did this year. This was for a song called Scared by a band called There Go I. They are kind of a hardcore band here in Nashville, and a lot of my good friends. This video was super fun though. The guys in the band didn't really have anything like set in stone that they wanted. They were like, we want it to be dark and heavy and creepy, and we were kind of thinking we might tie our friend to a chair. And I was like, that is so bizarre, I'm in. So we ended up shooting 2 videos that day. We weren't supposed to shoot anything horizontal, it was all for TikToks, and it came out really, really cool. We kind of threw together some sort of storyline last minute, like on the day, and made this creepy story about this girl running from someone trying to kill her. Kind of fun. It's kind of a little thriller horror piece, and I don't get to shoot that all that often, so this was a very fun one. It was also the first project I ever did with my little sister, who's a special effects makeup artist, and so we got to kind of work together to create some of the looks, and great video. Very excited about how that came out. The next video is The Boxer, which was a little short piece that, again, very kind of last minute. We came up with it on the fly. And so I texted my little sister and I was like, hey, wanna use my apartment and we make a little short film and you like do some effects makeup on me and we just see what we can make. And so we kind of, the whole point of it was to make something in the vein of Fight Club or Seven or Gone Girl, like this David Fincher style gritty thing, and just like get some pretty shots and see if we could string like a story together. And so we did. We shot like 5 shots in 3 or 4 hours. We basically, I just wanted to get one shot, which was me in the bathtub with the cigarette, and everything else I was like, oh, what if we did this? What if we did that? And so we ended up shooting all the other stuff and like kind of stringing some form of story together. That is now my most watched video on YouTube at the time of this video, which is pretty cool because it was one that I was very excited about, and it was a personal project, which most of my videos up to that point in the year were all like work things that I got paid for and had a great time doing. But that one was purely just like, let's make something cool, let's try out some like colored lights, let's try out some special effects, let's see if I can act, all those things. And it turned out nice and I like it, and made another video breaking down all the cinematography. So if you're curious about that, you can go check that one out as well. I really enjoy that one.
Give me American spirit. Give me a drink from your cup.
The next one is American Spirit by John Lewis. Freaking love this one. So John is a very good friend of mine, and this whole crew are good friends. The guys that are in his band are also in the There Go I video because they are There Go I. They all play together all the time. And so this whole video was just a lot of fun. I've loved John's music for years. I've done a couple other videos for John, and they're just homies. And so they hit me up to do this music video, and we pulled it together in like less than a week, and it feels way bigger than it is, and it looks way cooler and way bigger than it is. And so, I don't know, I just really liked this one. It was really fun. There was like a decent sized crew to make this one happen. So I actually had a gaffer for this one. I had a co-director. I didn't have to edit it, which probably amounts to a decent reason why I love this project. So I just did coloring, DP, and co-directing. And I did like all the background visuals. So there's also, yeah, it's also got some of my favorite shots that I got this year in it. It's just fun. It's pretty to look at. If you want to see the video, obviously you can go look at it. But I also did like kind of a breakdown of like how we made a full music video in 1 week, from like idea to completion and posted. So you can go check that video out as well because it's fun. Pat Barrett's new album. I got to be there the whole week for the recording at the iconic RCA studios in Nashville. And that was cool. That was a big kind of moment for me. That's my shot. There's like, I got to kind of operate a second cam or sometimes a C cam, depending on the video. But then I also was shooting BTS all day and shooting photos all day for the band, and like just capturing that process. They were really sweet dudes, really kind of welcomed me in as like kind of part of the team, part of the crew, and it was just really lovely. Like it was such a fun experience. I had worked on a lot of Pat's stuff in the past because I used to work for a label. It was a really, really fun time. I'm very proud of these videos and proud of the team and what we were able to accomplish. Okay, I'm kind of going in like chronological order of like when I did these projects. So Pat Barrett was over the summer. So was John Lewis. Maybe it was the end of the summer, but I did a video for